If you've noticed that your erections feel softer, inconsistent, or even entirely absent, this message may be the most important health insight you encounter this year. And let me be clear, it's not just aging that's at fault. The truth is far subtler, yet far more powerful. What you eat every single day could be quietly undermining your manhood. I'm Dr. Michelle Zion, a men's health specialist and urologist with years of experience helping older men, and I can tell you with absolute certainty, your plate holds the key to your vitality. If you're over 60, this connection is even more critical. Today, I want to share something most doctors won't. 3 foods that can naturally restore strong, resilient erections, and 1 bonus nutrient that may make a bigger difference than anything else you're doing right now. These aren't gimmicks. They aren't shortcuts. They are simple, achievable, and deeply rooted in science and nature. But before we dive in, a quick note. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss these vital tips for men who refuse to surrender to age. And I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment, type 1 if this resonates, and tell me where you're watching from. Connection matters. Even in health, even in masculinity, we thrive together. Now, before you consider testosterone supplements, desire boosters, or flashy treatments, let's address the foundation of every erection: blood flow. Here's the truth most men in their 60s and 70s aren't being told. Struggling with erections isn't a lack of desire, it's a lack of circulation. Erections aren't magic, they are vascular events. They require your arteries to deliver blood swiftly, strongly, and in sufficient volume. But over decades, processed foods, sugar, stress, and inactivity slowly damage your vessels. Plaque builds up, arteries narrow, and suddenly, your body can't achieve what it once could naturally. I've seen men who were certain their sexual health was over completely turn things around just by restoring blood flow naturally. One patient, a 67-year-old retired teacher, looked me in the eye and said, "Doc, I thought this was the end for me." Within weeks of adjusting his diet to include key circulation-boosting foods, his energy returned, his erections strengthened, and most importantly, his confidence surged back to life. Before we reach for pills or treatments, let's fix the root problem: circulation. And the best news? You can do it with food. His energy returned, his erections strengthened, and most importantly, his confidence surged back to life. Before we reach for pills or treatments, let's fix the root problem: circulation. And the best news? You can do it with food. Food 1: grass-fed beef, the hormone restorer. Many older men have been told to avoid red meat in the name of heart health. But here's the nuance. Not all beef is bad. When chosen carefully, grass-fed, clean, unprocessed, it becomes one of the most potent allies for men's hormone health. Why? Because it's rich in zinc, essential for testosterone production, the very hormone that fuels energy, libido, and erection quality. Iron improves oxygen delivery, not just to muscles, but to every tissue, including your penis. High-quality protein supports repair, strength, and overall vitality. I recall a patient in his early 70s who had eliminated all red meat. He felt drained, his testosterone plummeted, and his erections weakened. Reintroducing grass-fed beef just twice a week brought morning erections back within a month. Energy levels rose. Confidence, long buried, returned like a tidal wave. Not fast food, not processed slabs. Real, gently cooked grass-fed beef. Pair it with a slice of raw cheese for vitamin K2, which keeps arteries supple and resilient. Simple, satisfying, and profoundly effective. Food. 2. Arugula, nature's blood flow. Leaf. Next, leafy greens, but not the usual suspects. Forget kale or spinach. Enter arugula, the unsung hero of circulation. Arugula is rich in plant-based nitrates. Once in your body, these transform into nitric oxide, a molecule that relaxes blood vessels, improves circulation, and supports stronger, longer-lasting erection. I once guided a retired Navy veteran in his late 60s who hadn't had a morning erection in years. Prescriptions hadn't worked, exercise hadn't worked, but adding just 1 cup of arugula to his lunch each day sparked remarkable change. 2 weeks later, he called me, laughing through disbelief. "Doc, I think my wife is more surprised than I am." Arugula is versatile. Toss it into salads, sandwiches, or sauté lightly with olive oil. It relaxes vessels, strengthens the heart, and restores sexual vitality naturally and safely. It's subtle, yet transformative. Food. 3. Pumpkin seeds, the mineral powerhouse. Sometimes the smallest things carry the greatest impact. One patient, 72, hadn't enjoyed a firm erection in over a year. His magnesium and zinc levels were low. I recommended a quarter cup of raw, unsalted pumpkin seeds daily, sprinkled in oatmeal, a handful as a snack, however he preferred. 4 weeks later, he walked in with a grin and said, "Doc, I think I'm back." These tiny seeds quietly restore your internal environment, complementing grass-fed beef and arugula perfectly. Together, they lay the foundation for consistent, strong erections. The secret accelerator, vitamin D3. Now, let's talk about the silent catalyst most men overlook, vitamin D3. This sunshine nutrient is vital for testosterone production and blood vessel function. It reduces inflammation, regulates blood pressure, and enhances nitric oxide activity. But as we age, we spend less time outdoors. Our skin produces less vitamin D naturally. One patient, a 65-year-old widower, had tried supplements, diet changes, and exercise, yet nothing worked. His vitamin D levels were critically low. Introducing 5,000 IU of vitamin D3 daily transformed everything. Energy returned, mental clarity sharpened, and yes, erections returned to their former strength. Aim for 15 to 20 minutes of sunlight daily, if possible. During winter or for those indoors, a quality supplement fills the gap efficiently. A practical way to combine these foods. Here's a simple, sustainable daily routine. 6 to 8 ounces of grass-fed beef, gently cooked. A slice of raw cheese for vitamin K2. A fresh arugula salad, tossed with olive oil, lemon, garlic, and a few walnuts. A handful of raw pumpkin seeds sprinkled on oatmeal or eaten as a snack. Add daily sunlight exposure or a vitamin D3 supplement. This combination delivers protein, minerals, healthy fats, and plant-based nitrates, everything your body needs to support blood flow, hormone balance, and strong erections. The takeaway: age is not the end of vitality. Even in your 60s, 70s, or beyond, your body retains remarkable capacity to heal, adapt, and perform. Blood flow, nutrition, and the right minerals can restore confidence, masculinity, and intimacy.